We are live. Man, I'm excited to be live here with the introducing Justin Stevens. He's going to be running the Ball Handler Show. And guys, I know this was unexpected. We have 0 viewers. No big deal. People still like us. But
they like you. They don't know me.
Well, that's true. After this, that's the whole point here, is to give all that fame that I've been working so hard to build up for myself. I'm trying to share with you. But no, for real though, we wanted to talk to you guys because I know there's been talk about a Ball Handler Show. You guys hadn't really seen anything. Hey, Hunter, I always love seeing you come on, buddy. But we've been talking about the Ball Handler Show, but I know that you guys really hadn't seen anything with it. So that's why I wanted to bring Justin in. We were doing a little work around the studio, and I just said, hey, let's go ahead and go live. Let's introduce the show, let them know what it's going to be about. It's really, Justin's got a story to tell that kind of explains why we went with the Ball Handler Show. Kind of a play on words. You can use your imagination, but just go ahead and share that story with them.
Yeah. So first off, this was kind of spur of the moment. This is kind of thrown on me, or I would have worn my intro shirt instead of my normal everyday Sunday shirt. But anyhow, hi everybody out there in the MLO Network. It's a pleasure to meet you. And so as far as the story of how we came about the name of the Ball Handler Show, and yeah, that is handler with no S. It's not pluralized. I am a cancer survivor. I've had cancer twice. Both times it was testicular cancer, but it was the same testicular cancer. It had just moved up through the lymph nodes and into my kidney the second time around. So I do still have one of my boys left. So that's why we call it.
I've been dying to push that button.
Hey, get ready, because on my show you're going to have to push it a lot.
Okay, man.
I don't take anything seriously enough. As a matter of fact, that's probably a downside to me. So, no audio.
What the heck, man?
Hey, Hunter, do you think we have audio?
Maybe write a comment. That just stopped everything quick. We were having all kinds of fun too. I don't know, guys.
Is there anybody out there right now?
Bam, bam, bam.
Is there anybody out there right now that can hear us that says we have audio? We've got 8 viewers. I hear you. Okay. All right. We're up. That's a you thing, Joe.
Just turn up your speakers, man.
I don't know you, so I don't want to say too much bad. All right, cool. All right, so we have audio. So anyhow, I had cancer a long time ago, testicular cancer, and they took one of my boys away, and I had radiation treatment, and they thought that took care of it. A couple of years later, it came back. It was attached to my kidney. Same testicular cancer, just went through the lymph node. Anyhow, so I'm a big fan of football. That's my sport. That's my primary sport. I have my main podcast with my buddies John and Nate, the Toilets to Titles fantasy football podcast. You can look us up on YouTube, Spotify, Apple, pretty much any format. We're out there, Toilets to Titles, and we've got a big show actually coming up this weekend where we're
hang on just 1 second. Explain that Toilets to Titles, just so they don't think you're a weirdo. Because I don't know much about fantasy football. When he was like, "Oh yeah, I run the Toilets to Title show," I'm like, "What in the
That's
hell?
true." So
this guy talking about
that. I mean, you were the one that came up with the name, the Ball Handler Show.
But I understand.
But I'm the weird guy. Okay, all right, I get it. So yeah, I guess I should. So fantasy football. When you play fantasy football, you understand the very basic general idea is that you want to get into the playoffs. Well, everybody that doesn't make it into the playoffs, am I allowed to cuss on this show?
Just don't use an F-bomb.
Okay. Everybody that does not make it into the playoffs gets into what we call the shit bowl. Okay. Ooh. Or otherwise known as the toilet bowl. So what we're doing with our show is we're taking you from the toilet to the titles, right? We're taking you out of the toilet and into that championship game. So this weekend show is a mock draft where we are going to be drafting players for this next up and coming season, just to give you as a fantasy player a general idea. And you know what? I'm just now realizing this is primarily hunting guys. So you guys are all hearing blah, 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 blah. I'm like the mom on the Peanut Snoopy show right now, but I'm just throwing it out there. That's our basic show. So if you do like football, you do like fantasy football, check us out on Toilets to Titles. But back to this. So the idea with this show, with the Ball Handler show, is that I wanted to learn more about sports that I don't really know that much about. Like I went hunting when I was a kid. But I haven't hunted at all as an adult. It just wasn't my thing. I just never really fell into that. But I want to learn more about hunting. So hunting is going to be one of the, what's that badass hat?
That's my buddy Travis Bigger. So he's when you hear me talking about going to Illinois,
yeah.
I'm staying in his lodge.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Travis.
He's like a big brother, man.
Oh, okay.
He's a cool dude.
Okay, you must be.
He gives his hats are slick too. I wear them on a couple of my shows.
But is that your brand, Travis? Badass hat?
No. Badass is it's kind of we're brothers, and so we use the same terminology and stuff here, but okay. Badass. If anything is even remotely cool, it's badass.
Well, I'm remotely cool. So, all right. So I want to learn more about fishing. I want to learn more about hunting. I want to learn more about boxing and bowling and billiards. Like, I want to learn more about sports that I don't know a whole lot about. Like, I consider myself pretty proficiently well-versed with football, but not all these other sports. So we've already had on Blake Beamer, who is the assistant baseball coach and the head scout for the Ball State Cardinals, Ball State University. We've also had on a professional bowler already. We've recorded these shows, but we haven't dropped them yet because we have a lot of ideas for shows. But just to give you guys a general breakdown of my goal for these shows are to do it in 3 parts, and that third part is going to be me out in the field actually performing these sports. So it's a pretty cool idea. I'm excited to be a part of MLO, and I'm really grateful that Justin actually thought to bring me on with this. And should we tell him a little bit of background on how we got to know each other?
Just make up something to make it sound even cooler.
Okay. Yeah. So we were picking up the same chick at a bar one night, and then he's told. Well, I probably shouldn't go that far. I don't want to go personal.
I told you to make something up, not to tell the truth. No. I'm telling you.
Well, anyway, it ended up Ashley kicked my ass, but no, we used to work together at HICA. And actually. Is he talking? Yeah, he's talking about pickleball. Dude, how crazy is that? That we almost. So we were testing this. We were testing the live feed, and we just named it Pickle. We just named the live feed Pickle out of nowhere, just to think of a word. And we were like, man, we can't call it Pickle. We had to go back and start a new live feed. And now here you are talking about pickleball. It's a badass sport. I'm gonna have to take your word for it for now, but I promise you, if I can find 3 guys that actually consider themselves pros at pickleball. Actually, now that I say that doesn't sound like something I really want to do. I don't want to find 3 guys that can teach me how to play pickleball.
Just go play pickleball, man. It's like a hybrid of ping pong and tennis, right?
I thought tennis was already a hybrid of ping pong, only you stood on the court.
I don't know. Hey, when I get off here, guys, I'm going to Google pickleball. All right. I'm pretty sure it's done with a net and like a really small tennis court. I don't know. I'll look it up.
That's ping pong.
No, I'm looking it up now. What is
tennis with a really small court is ping pong.
Okay.
Jeremy Jackson, if you know anybody that knows pickleball really well and he wants to come on the show and teach me how to play pickleball, I am more than open to it.
It combines the elements of badminton, table tennis, and tennis. 2 to 4 players use paddles made of wood or composite materials to hit a perforated polymer ball, much like a wiffle ball, with 26 to 40 round holes over a net.
I'm looking at these pictures and hearing that description, and Jeremy, I think you and I might have two totally different versions of what badass means. But I'm willing to try it. I'm willing to. J Hall, hit up Gizmo Pickleball.
Dude, you better do it.
J Hall, you know what? Making a note. J Hall. This is supposed to be an intro, dude, and you're putting me to work now.
It's awesome.
And now what is a gizmo? That's like the little thing on the Gremlins, right? Wasn't his name Gizmo? I think it was Gizmo. If I can get Gizmo in here, guys, we're gonna interview Gizmo. I'm gonna give him some chicken after midnight.
Is that what sparked him?
Yeah. Remember? Did you watch the Gremlins?
I did, but I was like 4.
Oh, that's no excuse. I watch it every year.
That's funny.
It's one of the greatest Christmas movies of all time.
I'm tagging a pro guy. So there you go.
All right. Well, hey, pro guy.
Shout out.
That got tagged. My name is Justin Stevens. Hit me up.
Cool, man. Pickleball show coming to you guys. Won't be long.
If you're on Twitter, it's at JustinFF_. That's awesome. How you can DM me, or through Facebook if you can find me.
Hey, so stalkerish. While we're on the subject, guys, so for real, we are looking for shows for the ball handler himself. And anytime I can partake in some of these, I want to enjoy them too, because it sounds like it's going to be a lot of fun. We are working with a guy by the name of Gary Thomas, who is actually he goes by the name of the Mushroom Man. Do you know the Mushroom Man?
No, I do not know the Mushroom Man.
The Mushroom Man? I don't know if he lives on Drury Lane, but he owns
Eminem.
Yeah, his buddy is Mountain. There's Mushroom Man, and he comes with his counterpart, Mountain Man. And when I was telling him about it, he's like, Eminem?
Yeah, so we're gonna have Eminem on the show.
Yeah.
So tell all your 20 to 30-year-old buddies that we're gonna have Eminem on the show, and our ratings will go way up.
And so I believe that Mountain Man is like some kind of survivalist, and Mushroom Man, he is amazing at finding morels. And I don't know if he goes outside the realm of, I just want to say the word shiitake. Man, I feel so cool. Hold on. So I just wanted to say that word, but I don't know if he goes outside of just the morel. But watch for it, because it's going to be coming up. Morel season's getting ready to hit Indiana anytime. The ground temps are rising. I think it's like 47 degrees. I'll save all the detail for the show, but that needs to happen soon. We need to get that on. But any of you guys that are watching this, that I can have something in mind that he can jump on with outside the realm of basketball. I mean, even if it is basketball, football, or whatever.
I've got basketball covered. We're doing basketball too. And on our third show, it's about the experience, like the first couple episodes, it's learning more about the game. The third episode is you guys are going to see me get my ass kicked out there performing that event. So like if we're mushroom hunting, I'm going to try to make a competition out of it. And when we come back and Mushroom Man has a basket full of mushrooms, I'm going to come back with nothing, because I'm not good at anything that I do. But when I do the basketball, you guys are going to love it. It's going to be all comedy, trust me. And I'm going to last all of about 3 minutes. It's going to be a short show.
But what he's trying to do, I'm going to reiterate it again, is he's going to start with an interview, preferably in the studio. If they're local, they can come here, sit with him like we are now. And then that'll work its way into him actually going out and participating in a game of pickleball, or
getting in a ring with a boxer.
Oh man, I cannot wait for that. If you guys know any absolute badass boxers that would just lay this dude out, oh man.
And I got to tell you though, it's probably going to be the last show that we record, just in case.
Yeah, you better put that one off to the end.
Yeah,
I need to get some good content out of you before then. Before then. What's that YouTuber's name that's calling everybody out? He's the boxer. He fought the night that
See, I'm trying to learn more about boxing and fighting and everything, and he's talking to me like I know about boxing and fighting.
The night
these guys' names.
Come on, help us out if you're watching this. He fought the night that Just carry on. I'll think of it. Keep talking. I'll think of it.
Carry on Johnson, running back for the Lions.
Yeah.
Carry on
Oh my
my
gosh.
wayward son.
That was actually pretty good. It may not have sounded good to you guys, but in the studio equipment, that was good, dude. That was really good. He fought the same night as Mike Tyson's big debut, and he's the little blonde head. He's calling everybody out. Oh,
You're not talking about that Russian that fought Rocky, are you?
No. Oh well, just keep talking, man. I'm really upset right now.
About what? I don't.
I can't. When I'm trying to think.
This
of
is
a name.
supposed to be an intro. We weren't even supposed to be doing a show right now.
Okay.
I don't know.
Anyways, guys, you know who I'm talking about. But tag this guy in some great stuff. Try to get him on some good shows. If you have a contact in the sports industry, don't care who he is, what sport he's in, from table tennis to
bull riding.
Dude, I love where you're going. This could be a lot of fun.
I'm telling you, well, you got an idea for a fisherman already, but yeah, no, I mean anything, any kind of sport, anything, frisbee. They have guys that get paid to throw a frisbee. I'll do that.
Yes, that's who I'm talking about, Travis, the internet guy. I just can't think of his name.
Justin Bieber.
No, somebody's going to comment on here in a minute. I know everybody's Googling it. But yes, Travis, you're on the right line.
You know, we could probably Google it ourselves.
I don't even know. Internet kid. I like that. I'm going to try to beat Travis because I know he's Googling it too.
We're gonna put that exact
Internet
thing.
Kid boxer.
Internet kid that whipped that guy's ass.
Jake Paul. Beat you. Maybe Jake Paul.
Okay, Jake Paul.
Yes, Jake Paul.
Let's Google Jake Paul.
Yeah, Jake Paul.
It's great radio, by the way. This blonde head kid right here?
Yes. He
look at him.
I know.
Geez.
He's calling out freaking Conor McGregor and
shirtless Jake Paul looks totally different than shirt on Jake Paul, by the way.
Yeah, but yeah, he's
so he was an internet kid?
Yeah, he's a YouTuber. He's famous for his YouTube videos and things, and now all of a sudden he's decided overnight he wanted to be a boxer. He did like very little training and jumped in the ring, and he knocked some guy out. And it was the most novice-looking fight that I've ever saw.
It wasn't anything like when Screech from Saved by the Bell decided to take up boxing?
Look, he said it's Paul something. He was on it. Travis said, yes, Jake Paul.
All right. Cool.
Anyways, but yeah, if you guys know of anything that we can get him on, I think it would make a great story and some awesome video and things. And I know that he'd have a lot of fun making it.
I wish he'd call me out.
Oh, Travis, that'd be something. He'd probably come up to about here on Travis. Travis is a big dude. I try to take selfies with Travis every time I'm down there, but I think I'm going to stop because he really kind of dwarfs me a little bit. And it's just, that's why I have to grow a nicer beard than him.
He looks like he's only about that tall on the picture.
Travis Bigger. This is him.
Oh, yeah, and Bigger's his last name.
Yeah.
That's fitting.
Yeah.
And, of course, Justin's got a Miller Lite in his hand.
Of course.
Nice.
That's in his lodge, too.
It's a nice lodge.
Yeah. Any of you ever looking for a place to go deer hunting?
His deer heads look more impressive than yours.
Really, dude? We're doing that. Oh, my God.
I guess that's the first thing I need to learn about hunting, huh?
Yeah. Yeah. Dude, I have not killed a buck since 2016.
Well, you're the coyote hunter, though.
Yes, I am a coyote hunter, but it is nice to be able to kill a deer every once in a while, too.
All right. Well, it got awkwardly silent. I have a feeling that Justin just wants to kick my ass.
These buttons are awesome.
I like it.
I don't know how long it takes before it stops.
You could hit it again and it'll just stop.
I like that. There you go. This one here, you can't just push it and it stops. You just literally have to listen to them laugh for 12 seconds. It's actually a live studio audience, guys, and I tell a lot of funny jokes, and they all enjoy it. And when the show starts, it's for you up there in the top. We appreciate you for coming in. We have a lot of fun.
All right,
Madison, I love you, Madison. How are you? She is also a Bigger Bucks affiliate. I can't say affiliate. She's pro staff. She actually she works for Travis.
I mean, the picture reminds me that I'm also willing to interview professional skiers.
Now, Maddie is a dirt biker.
Ooh, there we go. Dirt bike.
Yep.
Okay. And I know a local kid. Well, I call him a kid. He's a senior in high school this year, but he's been riding dirt bikes for years. I can get him in the studio.
Are you going to ride his dirt bike?
Probably not his. I probably break his dirt bike, but and yeah, well, we can think of something. So dirt bikes. I'll write that down too.
Yep.
Hey, look at that.
Hey, I do know a kid, since we're talking about Travis and Maddie. Travis Bigger actually sponsors a young boy who is a golf carter.
Oh, go-karts. Yeah.
He races go-karts.
The go-kart place up here, just south of Newcastle. I know the owners.
This particular boy, he only does dirt tracks.
Okay. Well, we need 3 interviews. So
yeah, there you go.
Right on.
Maddie says it's a 250.
I don't know what that means.
250 cc's, I believe, but
because I'm picturing a dirt bike that's bigger than a Ford F-150. Because 150,
a 250. Well,
250. You know,
kind of like that, but different.
I don't know dirt bikes, but I know math. 250 sounds bigger.
And Eric Vansel, love you, dude. He says hello. And Brody Poland, that's the go-karter's name. Brody.
Look at that.
I think Brody is like 9.
This was supposed to be an intro, and it's turned into a nice little business meeting. How about that?
Dude, Brody is... he's very... he kind of gets out there on the track, and he seems like such a sweet, soft little boy, but out there, he doesn't care. He's getting to the front.
Tears it up, huh?
Yeah, he's getting to the front. Dude's pretty slick.
Maybe not when he faces me.
Yeah. But yeah, we for sure need to get some stuff going. Catching up on the comments. Are we good? Brody is BA. Let me find you a picture of Brody too, so you can.
So we're going to try to record several more shows before we actually drop any episodes. But in the time being, also, if you're on Twitter, you can go ahead and follow the Twitter handle. It's @HandlerShow. Let's see if I can type that in here. Might actually have it saved already. Yeah, right here.
It's little Brody. He's just a little guy.
Oh, hell no. I'm not racing that kid.
I'd like to see you squeezing in that go-kart, though. That'd be plenty.
I mean, you give me a full-on car, and I don't want to. That kid will kick my ass. Yeah, he looks mean in that suit.
Yeah.
It's a professional driver.
Pretty sure that
that boy is 6 years old. He gets paid more than go-kart race than I make in a year, I bet.
Yeah. And then for sure, though, guys, if you have the chance and you're interested in fantasy football, be sure to check out that Toilets the Title show, because they
Why, thank you for that plug.
Hey, I just felt obligated. I didn't really want to do it. I felt obligated.
And then that's my personal Twitter handle right there. If you need to get a hold of me for show ideas, or you can also, like I said, DM that original one @HandlerShow.
Worst case scenario, reach out to Moonlight and Outdoors. We can get you in touch with him if you can't find him.
Definite worst case scenario.
Yeah, worst case. I'm kind of regretting going live with this dude.
Hey, this is how my shows are.
Awesome. Okay, guys. Well, unless you have anything else for us, we'll stay on here just for a minute to see if anybody comes up with anything good. But I appreciate you guys all watching, and hopefully the feedback keeps coming in. Ball Handler Show, watch for it. It's going to be fun. I'm trying to get some crappie fishing guy on here. if that happens, I'm definitely joining you because I would love to know how to be a badass crappie fisherman because that's a lot of fun.
Yep. And I'd love for you to come along because I know you'll bring the beer.
I'll bring the beer. Hey, peace out, guys. Thanks for watching. We love you. We're out.